Good to see you guys. Really good win for us today. A lot of good things, and never perfect, but we played really well for eight and a half innings today. It all started with Tyler Ross on the mound. Wow, what a first inning! It was a great lesson to our young pitchers of how even when you're pitching or you're on defense, you can create momentum for the offense. And Rossi just came out, awesome body language, presence, attacking the strike zone with his fastball, and then Peyton Wilson got us started with a home run in the bottom of the first. So was really excited to see a lot of hard contact up and down the lineup. I thought we were really good offensively tonight. Not as efficient as we need to be, but was really glad to see a lot of production out of the bottom. Captain obvious here, but we haven't gotten enough production out of 7, 8, 9, and Jim Jarvis was on base I think 3 times, and Caden Rose had a couple big hits, and TJ with a home run. So that was really exciting to see. So a good day for us, and certainly some things that we need to improve upon, and excited to get back out again tomorrow.
Is Tyler kind of emblematic of the depth of the pitching staff in terms of like long stint guys that you can miss Connor Prelip for at least one weekend and then just turn to him and get a quality start out of him?
Yeah, we were splitting hairs when we started the season. I mean, those were kind of, and I mean this, there were whatever 6, 7, 8 guys that we easily could have started, and it was really Rossi, Dylan, and Antoine that had all, statistically throughout the fall and spring, it all pitched well. And a big piece of that was kind of like who had just thrown in the week before on the days and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not surprised that Tyler pitched well. I'm surprised he had a rough one last weekend. I mean, he's somebody that's pitched a lot of really good innings for us in his career here, and somebody we have a lot of confidence in. And we've said from day one in the fall that he's going to be a big part of our success or failure as a team this year.
I know some of it was just bad luck with Grayson getting hit with that comebacker, but some of the miscues of that, I think it was the 7th where they put 3 up. Is that kind of the playing young stuff that either you or Drew were talking about after Wednesday's game?
Hey, you said it, not me, but it's fascinating, Brett, and I love our kids, but the base is loaded and there's a sac fly to center field, and we throw the ball in from center field, and we have 2 guys try to catch it, and it rolls away, and a guy runs from first to second. I mean, I'm trying to think the last time I went to a 10-year-old game or 12-year-old game. It was probably the last time I've ever seen something like that. And, we got really good kids and good players, and it really defies logic at some of the little things that we do of, just getting picked off when we're not even stealing, non-runners not even stealing. And, we do a lot of very, very young things, just miss the ball when somebody throws it to us, or we just can't play catch at 100 feet across the infield, or, but the only way to get better at that stuff is to go out and do it. So I told y'all the other night, there's going to be some adversity in the short term, and whether it's an inning or a day midweek or a crazy play in a game. There are a lot of kids on the field that have played less than 25 college baseball games, and they're talented and they're good players, and you get better at playing baseball by playing baseball. And nobody in college baseball has played enough the last 11 months.
I imagine the game is a lot easier when you get a leadoff homer more days than not from Peyton.
With 6 games in, we've played from behind more than I'd like. I really like playing ahead. I think I'm pretty chill in the dugout. I'm very aware that I'm not throwing any pitches or swinging the bat, so I don't get too worked up. I feel like in our sport, there's a lot less stuff that you do during the game as a coach, maybe compared to football or basketball. I mean, the way those basketball coaches, they just yell nonstop. Like they're calling, I don't know what they're calling plays or calling things out. And I bet Nate's got to be exhausted after a game, the way, those basketball guys get up and down. But anyway.
A 3 RBI day for Caden Rose. Is it safe to say that that's kind of what you'd like to see more of that in that's those 7, 8, 9 hitters?
Yeah, all 3 of those guys at bottom, again, Jim got on base 3 times, and Caden was 2 for 3 with a big extra base hit. And TJ had 2 hits and hit a home run. So, that's huge to get that. And you're not going to get that every time out, but we're just a weekend, I mean, I don't even want to say like, I'm not surprised that, Prater, Caden, or whoever's gotten off to a little slow start. I mean, we haven't even started. I mean, we're 5 games in, so it's just such a small sample size. But those guys I think are much better offensive players than whatever their stats are right now. They're going to be just fine.
How'd you feel having TJ Reeves back in the lineup, especially the first time back at home for a while?
It was great. TJ's a threat. When you're pitching and, he's got power, we don't have a bunch of guys that stress the defense with their speed. We're pretty athletic up and down our lineup, meaning that we can beat out double play balls like Caden did, or, score from first on doubles, but we don't have a lot of true burners. Though they get on base, that really stress the pitcher or the defense. But when that batter can hit it over the fence at any point in time, it stresses the pitcher and the opposing pitching coach. And that TJ's got real power. So, he's got some swing and miss in his game, but he's also, really strong. And it's been great to have him back in there and to have a threat down there where he's sitting right now.
Thank you.
Just one quick kind of general question. Of course, you guys have now Saturday and Sunday have been, of course, condensed into tomorrow. How important is it to jump ahead by 1 game at the beginning of a series where you close out with a doubleheader?
I think it's always important to win the first game of a series, but you know what, Joe, we can't even get to that. Yeah, that's like kind of when you get into league play, we'll talk more about trying to win a series and 2 out of 3, and actually kind of brought that up tonight of like how Brock Guffey's done for the weekend, and it was because of a line drive. But let's say Grayson had come in and just didn't throw enough strikes or couldn't get any outs, and just kind of learning that lesson of like, when you get a little bit of a lead, if you can get that big hit and extend it, now maybe they throw some of their young guys instead of their best relievers, or if you're down big, if you can scratch back and make them burn one of their best guys, then maybe it helps you win the next day. And those are really important things that truly come into play when you get into league play. And yes, to win a series, it helps to win the first game. Absolutely. And right now we're just so focused on the process of playing baseball and just getting better that, I'm not sure that we can, we'll try to win that first game tomorrow, and then we get through that one, then we'll try to win the next one.
How is Grayson, by the way? What's his status?
I think he's fine. I mean, you never really know till they pick up a ball the next time, but it hit him in the back of the arm. I mean, it was purely just a, deep muscular bruise. So luckily it didn't get him in the elbow or the shoulder or anything like that. So, I mean, the ball's hit hard, and, we're always pretty conservative with our kids when it comes to a health standpoint. And, even though he's a tough kid, he was kicking and screaming about wanting to come out, but it just looked like he kind of lost a little feel. He doesn't throw balls chest high and above, very often. So, but anyway, we won't really know for sure, but it's not something we're overly concerned about.
All right.
Okay, guys. See y'all tomorrow.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Give me a good one, Rossi.
Tyler, how at all does the mentality change going from that kind of 2 to 3 inning bullpen role that you've been in for really since the start of last season, or traditional starting role? Does your approach or mentality to pitching change in that situation?
Yeah, I think relieving and starting is a little different, but like Coach Bo said, I started throughout the fall, got some good innings in the starting role, so I was kind of used to it. It changes a little bit, but the same thing every time I go out. It's just to dominate the zone and give my team the best chance to win.
When did you feel like you had that stuff today? Like, how early did you feel like you could put together a quality start?
I think from the first pitch, came out really well today. Pounded the zone early, got ahead. That was a big thing for the success of the early innings, getting ahead and just staying ahead and just keeping on the gas pedal, give my team a chance to score some runs and put up some zeros.
How do you think the team can overcome some of the youthful mistakes that it makes, like Bohannon was just talking about in the 7th inning of today's game?
Yeah, I think it's just I would say as we get deeper into the season, I think we'll just clean things up. We're only 5 games in. We're learning what type of team we are. And I think we'll start to learn that more and more as we keep playing. And I think over time we'll be fine. We got a good club, good guys, and I think we're going to play really well.
So of course you had that great first inning, then you had the home run in the second inning, but then you threw 4 scoreless innings after that. How do you maintain focus, and how do you kind of brush off, like when you give up a run like that, how do you brush off and then keep on, remaining focused?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a powerful pitcher, confident guy, so I'm going to give you my best stuff every pitch. And if you just so happen to get one, then I know I'm giving my best stuff. So I just got to brush it off and just keep attacking, because I can't let go. I can't, I got to keep going at them. So, and that's what I did. After the home run, just kind of got back in the zone and just kind of kept attacking.